Good morning, everyone. I'm getting situated. Can you hear me? There I am. I fell asleep in my chair. Here I got all you people just waiting on me, and I'm a snoozing in my chair. So good to see you all. My hair's not combed or nothing. We're going to have fun this morning. Look at all these goodies I've got. Hello, replayers. So glad you're here. I have everything all ready from last night. I tried to do that the night before so that if for some reason I'm fall asleep, I'm good. So, it's so good to see you all. Yesterday, mail came in from Happy Ray of Sunshine and Diane Ditzenberger. And Diane was selling Braille paper. And I have been wanting some. Isn't that cool? Let's see who all I've got. Gail. Hello, Gail. Hello, Teresa and Melody and Carol and Jinrian. I see Pam had a cat nap. Me too. Jinrian, hello. Barbara, hi. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Anne. And Carol. I just love waking up to all you people at my door. Oh, yeah, Emerson in the hall. She's something. Jeannie, how are you? I'm hoping I'm said hello to everybody. Journey, good morning. Yes, we're going to have fun. But anyway, this is Braille paper. I've never had it. I've always thought it would be fun. So I'm hoping to maybe make some of that soon. But that was from Diane Ditzenberger. And plus I got these fun little stamps. One says, girlfriends, when times are tough, friends are your umbrella. Isn't that the truth? Good morning, Roy. Welcome. Coffee, the most important meal of the day. This one's my favorite, though. I think it's why I bought the whole little 3 of them. Oh, what a feeling when it's your birthday and not mine. Oh, so those were from Diane. And then, as you all know, I've been looking for fabric. I did find some. I apologize if this crinkling bothers you. But some of these are going to be what we're talking about sewing. Look at these adorable cats. Well, if I have in the right direction. Are those not the cats meow? Yes, pun intended. Are those not cute? I do too, Bootsy. I just love that sound. It's kind of like the sound of paper crinkling. You know, when you dye it, coffee dyed paper. And then I've got this that always reminds me of a primitive print. And this is a kind of fabric for the matching game. It will also make darling trim for my project Dress a Girl. My girlfriend went to her mother sewing closet and brought me some more fabric. Is this not cute? That'd also be cute, cute, blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. I thought that would be cute as an apron or something. My little aprons, I can make some for the little bitty guys out of a fat quarter. And then there's this one. It's just floral. I thought that'd be cute with maybe black and white checked little dress or something. Took me 3 loads of washing all that fabric that she brought me. Her mom's 88, and doesn't sew anymore. And so Danny decided that was something to get out. And then I got these roosters. I ought to mail some of those to Wendy, the papered rooster. I don't know how many more I'm going to make. I cut out another 10. And then I've not started cutting out what Danny's mom donated to me. I really want to get started on that panel. I've got the pillowcases for Jackson and Emerson done. And I put them on my Instagram in case anybody wanted to see the finished project. The unicorn one for Emerson is upside down, bugged me to death. But she informed me that was the sky for the unicorns. So they're on the top. But you know what? It's a pillowcase on her bed, so I'm not going to worry about it. I understand Aunt Beck. I figure if I get them all cut out, even if I don't get them all made this year, I'll send them next year. You know, I figure there'll be little girls needing dresses somewhere. And then this, I just thought was absolutely adorable fabric. 6 Impossible Things Before Breakfast. Every adventure requires a first step. We're all mad here. Curiouser and curiouser. So I just thought that was really cute and I needed that fabric. So, and those will work on what I'm getting ready to show you. So that was my fabric from Happy Ray. And this is the game. I took fabric I made. I'm looking to see what I'm missing because, you know, I don't want to miss anything. Journey, I'm so glad you're here. Bootsy, I'm glad you're here. Journey, I think you've been here before. Roy, I'm not sure if you've ever been here before. Oh, Barbara, wasn't that a fun field trip when we went to Wawa? Teresa, how you doing, Spitfire? So I just took leftover fabric I had from another time. I think I was making aprons in Florida. And I was just saving up my fabric. And I'm just showing you the different kind of fabric I used. This was a pillowcase I'd made Jackson. It was Spider-Man on the big side. Cinderella. Imagine who got that one. And more. This was buttons. And I kind of got it so it would be a vocabulary thing for Emerson because she was little when I made it. And as you can see, I mean, we play it. We don't play it that often. And those of you that know, I've learned a lot since doing this. But I've got monkeys and llamas, ice cream cones. Now I just keep it in this little box on that shelf. Over there, I showed you. Here's watermelon fabric. Bumblebees. Hi, Janice Burgess. How are you? No, Bootsy. They could be mug rugs, but it's a matching game. You know, the games little kids like to play where you turn them over and they're all mixed up and they flip them over and they try and get them to match. That's what these are. I had triangles, Minnie Mouse, some fabric there of different kinds of clothes, and golf. So to make these, all you do is, these are the sizes. The backing are 6x6 square. The batting and novelty fabric is a 5x5 square. So I've even cut it. What I did is I would cut my fabric. This is from leftover Jackson pillow. And I just cut it like this in a 5x5. And then I would sew an X on it just to keep these together. Good morning, Marty. How are you? Are y'all doing well? Oh, Marty, you brought the trolley. Thank you. Hi, Gail. I don't think I said hello to you. Good morning. Y'all know I'd rather say it twice than not at all. So I just draw an X like if you're making a rag quilt. And then this I did a 6x6. And this would be on the back of every single game piece. So I don't remember how much it took, but I would say at least a yard. And you wouldn't have to make them this big if you didn't want to. So down here at the showroom floor, you'd put the pretty side down. And I cut my corners this time. Like I said, I've learned more about sewing. And then I put this in the middle. And So, and then I would just clip. I know when I made it the first time I sewed it. And then I'd sew, and then I'd turn over. And clip. And you would do this for just however many matching pieces you want. I think I have 40 for Emerson's game because we just played it the other day. And so we had 40 of them, but you know, you could have for as big or small of a game as you wanted. Jackson even still will play it. I figure it's really good for my brain. And so you'd have your X down the middle so that it holds the batting and the novelty fabric together. And then and I'm not going to sew this, but then that would be your game piece. And so then as you're playing, you would lay those all flat, and then who's ever playing the game, you just flip it over and they try and find the other football square. I saw this on, I believe, the sewing channel years ago when I first started watching YouTube. And she was making it for her grandkids. And I decided, you know, that would be something my grandkids it would like. It's time consuming, and for me then, I don't think it would be now, because now I would know to attach them all to you know, do it kind of like you would a quilt. But it's just kind of fun. I like this size because when their hands were little, it was easier for them to do, and you can wash them. So, thought as I was doing my tour, I thought of, you know, oh, I should show them how to make those. And then Emerson and I were playing and we just left them out. So I remembered to show you. But I thought those were fun. Now, you could also make them out of paper if you wanted to. The only thing is you're going to have matching paper on the outside, or they're going to remember, you know, unless every backing was different or something. I like the fabric with them all matching. Yes, Barbara, that's right. Hi, Sarah. How are you this morning? Yes, so it's a memory game. Certainly is. And my grandkids play it quite often. It's one that Daddy and Papa don't mind playing either. You know, there's some games they don't want to play. But that's one they like. And again, the backing is 6x6 square. The batting and novelty fabric is a 5x5 square. And it's a great way, too, if you quilt, to use up your batting scraps. So that's just my little info for the morning. I knew that you needed something. If I didn't think I knew more than you today, then you'd probably think, where have I been? As you know, I did a video of the trip upstairs, and I just did it as kind of a little iMovie so I could play with the iMovie. Main reason I did it. Well, it took several going up there and videotaping and then coming down and playing and stuff. And after the first trip up, I brought stuff down. So this is some of the stuff I brought down. Now, Jackson and Emerson and I went back up because I wanted to show him the posters. There's a poster showing the route of the Oregon Trail. There's 3 routes. And I thought that would be something that would interest him because they start in Independence, Missouri. Well, that's about 2.5 hours from us. And also there is the Pony Express start. And I have been to that Pony Express place. I don't know how many times because every time we went to see my sister, Andy wanted to stop at the Pony Express place. And he was real big into the horses and cowboys and all of that. So if you're ever in the Kansas City area, Kearney, Missouri is where I think it's Kearney is where I know that's where Jesse James, there's a Jesse James museum there. And then there's the Pony Express, and they can even get on the little play horses, and they have the cots where the Pony Express riders would be and stuff like that. So it's a fun little place to take kids. Oh, Sarita, that's right. You could take old jeans for the backing. And then you wouldn't need the filling. Oh, that is so smart. And with flannel, yes. In my house is a treasure trove. Barbara, did you catch it about the jeans? If you use jeans for backing, you wouldn't need batting. And I don't know that you would have to have batting anyway. She just did. So I would think, and those of you that sew more than I do, I think you could do it without the batting. This would be a fun little Christmas present too. Yeah, you could do it without the batting just as easy. But if you don't have the batting, just don't use it. I used it too, I think, because I had so much scrap batting for making the baby quilts for the kids. Yeah, fleece blankets would work. Even old towels, I would think would work. So anyway, I brought down some stuff before I did that video. And then when I took Jackson and Emerson, I found a box full of adding machine tape. Well, they had never seen adding machine tape. They wanted to know what adding machine tape was for. Now, in the past, when I was teaching, I used adding machine tape when I taught measurement. I used it when we did addition of multiple numbers because then they could just write it down however big they wanted. I used it when we wrote out expanded form because it was something fun to write on, something different for the kids. Well, they just thought they need, my mother-in-law had a box full of adding machine tape because she had an adding machine. And when you're adding, money and stuff like that, which she did with the feed business, you want it. Because if it doesn't add up twice, you want to see where the mistake was rather than add it all up again. So we brought some down. Emerson had a ball. You would buy things, and this was your receipt. Well, the funny thing is, she didn't write on the receipt. So, adding machine's a new toy for children. Just saying. But if you're crafting and you're making a paper snippet roll, it's a great thing to use for that. You can make a cloth snippet roll if you want to use this side, and then you can just tear it off, but it kind of keeps things straight. So this was just something funny that they thought they needed down here. But I have a box of that, and I'm going to see about um selling it maybe on eBay or something. Then while we were up there, she found a flip phone. So she brought it down, and she would bring me a package. And I would have to pretend I'm signing on the screen of the flip phone. And then she would scan the box. How times have changed. But she had a lot of fun with those upstairs goodies. Well, I have more upstairs goodies that I brought down. Found these in a box. Look at this old, this is wooden. It's not even cardboard. It's a wooden cigar box with all these old check receipts. And this one is from, these are old. This one is from 1952. And you can see where Greg's great grandfather added, and he didn't write many checks because here's one for 19, I guess that's 52 as well. Okay. And then there's one from 1946 to Montgomery Ward for a watch. And the watch was $33.76. Now, to me, that sounds like an expensive watch for 1946, $33.77. Here's something for a hog. He bought a hog for $65. Shoot, the watch cost almost that much. Oh, this is George A. Rebel. Okay, so some of these are his grandfather, great grandfather, and no, grandfather, and some are great. This is from 1948. And it's a rent-a-calls, something like that, for $13.94. A tractor gear was $37.50 in 1948. And then this is 1936. I love going through this old stuff like this. I can't read his writing there. Something was $2.50. He got cash for $10. March 14th, 1936. There, he didn't even write what it was for. Aren't those something? And then there's 1938. 1951. You know, what would these people who lived so long ago think about now? 1932 with debits and credit cards and some kind of a phone call, I guess, for $5 in 1948. I thought there was some from the 1920s, 37. So anyway, I brought those down to show you because I thought those were fun. 1944. He doesn't even have the cover. And that's something. Oh, my, oh, my. I bet he does, Gail. I bet he just thinks it's crazy. Sarah, I know. And these are just upstairs in the bedrooms. This was all in the dresser drawer. And I haven't even started going through the photographs. We've got photographs from a photo album that's marked 1985. So that'll be interesting. And then I found these, and they had a rod that went through the bottom of it. Isn't that cool? I know, Sarah. And they're wondering why the heck we want it. And then a part of me thinks, should we be keeping some of our types of things like that? Because our generations after us going to want them. Right now, my son's generation, they sure don't want it. But are they going to want it later? I don't know. They are frugal, Gail. And my husband's grandmother, Ruth, who would have been George's wife, she never threw anything away. And she had one daughter. And so when she died, Marlene brought all of that to her house. And here it all is. We are a throwaway society. Oh, Sarah, your kids do good. I have so many pieces of antique furniture, and my daughter-in-law nor my son want it. I have all the quilts that his grandmother Ruth made, and I have quilts his mom made, and they're like for a queen size bed. And she doesn't want those. Now she does want the ones my sister makes. But they're cheery colors and light colored. Whereas my mother-in-law and her mom made more dark colors, the browns, the oranges, and stuff like that. So that may be what the difference is. But yeah. Gail, I bet your dad would have some stories to tell if he was looking through all this. This is Greg's great grandpa's State Bank of Arbela. Arbela now only has 40 people. When we were first married, it had a post office. When Greg was growing up, it had a little general store. But I didn't even realize it had a bank. This is from 1928. I know, Gail. The fortunate thing is there are nieces and nephews on Greg's side. So I'm hoping maybe they will want them. Let's hope. So, this is just how handwritten accounting of what he had in his savings account in 1928. This one is from, his number was 1142. This is from 1917. Look at that handwriting. That's something. I thought about selling some of this because, I mean, what do you do with all of it? Horse sale, Friday, March 1st, 1 o'clock p.m. Stockyards, Memphis, Missouri. 50 head young mares and geldings. We will sell at auction 50 head of young South Dakota mares and geldings. Some are broke to work, others halter broke. Buy these horses now while they're available. The West is being cleaned of horses on account of drought. There may be no sales later in the season. Terms cash. That was the box holder. So everybody got one of those. Yes, Becky, I remember that too. But I have no idea where they're at. Marty, Gail used those precious beauties. What is going down the road? Oh, I guess we're getting some more rock. Huh. Oh, the rock in the road. Good deal. Here are just newspaper articles from 1945 that somebody had encircled. Battles wife for son age 2 on who got permanent custody. These were just in a drawer and I just took a handful. October 1918. And there are lots of these bank books. Oh, here's another bank, only it's soft leather. You're not going to get leather bank books now. Okay, Gail, get those groceries and put them up. See you later. Isn't this something? 1909. Wow. Yes, Janet, they're not. Now, I would teach cursive, but I didn't have time because of the other things I had to teach. They had to get in computers. You had to get in guidance counseling where, they taught them getting along and all of that. Safety, there's cyber safety, there's um stranger danger type things. Um, and so something has to go. And if the parents aren't teaching those kind of things, we had to as a classroom, and cursive left. And my grandson has the worst handwriting, printing and stuff. And but the only time he writes is at school. He if he's going to text message, he talks it in. If he needs to give mom or dad a note, he texts them. And it just flabbergasted me. Oh, don't you wish, Marty? This is from 1906. He was in Chicago, Illinois then. And I don't know all their history. I know that we still have the farm and the house that they lived in about 2 miles over. And if you ever hear me like they're going to George's or something like that, if I'm telling Jackson or Greg comes in, says he's going to the other farm, that's where they're going. And I asked him one time, why do y'all call it George's? And he said, because that's what Dad did. Well, that was his father-in-law. But Grandpa Alec, and I think her name was Mimi, lived over there first. And I remember Marlene talking about after school going in there and getting raisins out of the Hoosier cupboard. So I wonder if for a time they lived with them. I could ask Greg. He knows all that kind of stuff. I don't. This one doesn't have many entries in it. 1925. Not very many entries. Might have put someplace he didn't know where it was. Boy, this one's full from 1917. You know, they didn't even have calculators to do the math. I don't know if there's more in here. Here's pillows and embroidery needlepoint crochet. This was 35 cents. I thought this might be fun in my sewing journal, even if I stuck it in a pocket, but it's got a lot of embroidery stitches in it. So I thought I could, use that for my slow stitching. Okay, Marty. This is this is from Blessing Hospital, and this was Grandma Ruth. And she was in there in 1986, and her total bill was $1,977. I bet they thought she had some lab work and x-rays. 1986. That was when Greg and I got married. Here's an old map of the Black Hills, South Dakota. That's something. Buy him. Oh, okay. You were telling somebody else bye-bye. I thought maybe you had left. So there's that. And I'm not going to go, here's another one. Standard Oil. I remember them having, all the gas stations had these old maps. This is Wyoming from a 1946 trip. They love to travel. Oklahoma was Skelly. The mileage charts. I remember those. Emerson and Jackson, we have a couple of atlases in the car, and Emerson and Jackson just love looking at that thing. I already had these sacks in that drawer, so I brought them down to craft with. I don't know what this is. It's got these little holes like they're punched, and then these on the back is kind of that color. So I don't know what that is, if any of you do. Here are guest checks that aren't coffee dyed. They're just old, I guess. Maybe they were coffee dyed. Some more of those little sacks. Here's 2011 calendar. Never been used. Emerson would probably think that's kept me out. This, I thought, this is naturally faded. But all it had, this was Grandpa Alex, so this would be Greg's great grandpa, A.E. Rebel, Arbela, Missouri, rural route. And it's from his doctor in Keokuk, which is about 30 minutes away. That's all it needed. Now that's a small town. And I've not read any of these. This may be a bill. Oh, arrowheads. Grandpa Alec loved collecting arrowheads, and he traded with the Indians. Dear Rebels, and this is from the doctor. Very sorry I did not get to attend the Quincy meeting of Indians. However, such was not the case, and will have to get my news of same from good friends like you. And then he just goes on. I bet Alec loved seeing those arrowheads. That's what all these cabinets here in my sewing room are from. His collection. Filled it. Absolutely filled it. It was just a tablet I brought down. Some of this stuff I knew. This is old. The old computer paper. We have a lot of that around here. This is a figure analysis from Colorado Springs. Instructions for use of a dart mover. Yeah, you know I'm going to use that. I'm not putting in darts. I'm not putting in darts. Isn't that cool, though? My mother-in-law would have. I don't even know if they do darts anymore. Okay, Jenren, where are you? You at the grocery store? Colorado Springs, yes. The man behind some of our favorite vegetable. Tree ivy. Ted Torre, the man behind some of your favorite vegetables with his new sweet dream cantaloupe. Here are Grandma Ruth's notes, I'm guessing. It doesn't look like Marlene's handwriting. About when she planted different perennials and how to take care of them. I probably need to keep that. Sewing modern fabrics. Bonded fabrics. Knits. Leather and suede. I probably should read this. Permanent press. But look at these drawings and stuff. Those would be neat in my sewing journal. From Coates and Clark. That's cool. I don't know if Bootsy is still here, but he might enjoy that. Hi, Vanessa. How are you doing, Crafty Angel? We're just going through some of these old things that I brought down from upstairs. Oh, look at these. Oh, what are they called? Oh dear. I'm sorry you're sick. Ditto paper. Remember this? Where you put it in there and you'd write and it'd make a copy for you. Isn't that the... Okay, how was that used sewing? Anybody know? Because it was in this book, Singer Sewing Machine book. that they bought in 1978. And it may have been Grandma Ruth's. I don't know. I need to look at this because it tells about buttonhole. Oh, well, it's not going to work with mine, but there was some things, curved seams. Tells about clipping them and stuff. But I wonder why this did. Oh, look at this. It was used for tracing paper. Hi, Lori. Good morning, Linda. I'm going through some stuff I brought down, ladies. But I can see where somebody traced on this. Isn't that cool? And I know I've got one of those tracing wheels. But that's what this red thing is for. Okay, now I know. Where is that red thing I found? We'll put it here with this other one. These all came from upstairs, ladies. And I brought a bunch of stuff down before I got that video made. And so we're just going through it. I hope everybody's got their coffee. I know Lori probably does. Bound buttonholes. Okay, what's a bound buttonhole compared to any other kind of buttonhole? Oh, here. Now, this is handy. The width you make button holes. Oh, no, the length. Oh, okay. Yardage chart. See, if I'd read the title, I'd know a whole lot more. So this is the size you are, and this is how much fabric and yardage you'd need. Here's definitions, sewing instructions. And then there's different kinds of buttonholes. I did not know there were different kinds of buttonholes. You're working on a pot, not widen. My coffee's cold too, Lori. I fell asleep and was late to my own life. But I had it all set up, and when I got here, there was all kinds of people here. I kind of felt important. It was like, you know, you have a line of people at the door wanting to get into a concert or something. Okay, Pam, you want to make bathing suits? I can send you some stuff on how to make bathing suits and sheath dresses. Back fitting instructions for a dress from 1950. Oh, anybody want culottes? Oh, I hear you, paint girly. I hear you. And then here are sacks. This is for crewel work. 1971, she got a yard of fabric for $1.64. And here is a pharmacy bag. You know, they were so frugal back then. And I do keep bags and stuff. Coffee from Hawaii. Now, my mother-in-law, they went to Hawaii back in the 70s, I believe. So that would have been kind of a keepsake. Oh, I don't even want to start making them. Pam, do you make them for you and the kids? I agree, Barbara. I don't know if I've ever told the story. I was working two jobs, and Andy was a junior in high school. So I was going to all his activities and basketball and football and FFA things and stuff like that. And then I was also working for a textbook company and going to schools and stuff like that. Well, one Saturday I was spot cleaning the carpet because, as I've said before, I used to be really OCD. My mother-in-law dropped in for something. I think she was out for a walk and just walked our way. She said, you know, you just have more hours in the day than I do. And I looked at her because she didn't work outside the home. The guys pretty much did all the farming. She'd go get parts and she fed them and stuff. I was tired. I was irritated. I wasn't very nice. And I said, do you mean you don't get 24 like the rest of us? I thought, oh, goodness, don't tell this tired mama of a teenager she's got more. And I only had one. I can't imagine if I'd had more. You like to soak. I like to float in the water. I like to just get, like, we'll tie a floaty up to the boat and I'll just sit in it. You hate swimming. I'll take the kids and play in the water to the town pool. I would love to have my own pool, but it's not to sleep in. It's to tan and get cooled off when it's hot. And I've been working out in the yard to take a quick swim. Cody, Wyoming, Buffalo Bill Center. Here's another one. Here are just page dividers. So that's just some of the stuff I brought down from upstairs. Some of it I'll probably turn around and take back upstairs. You know, I thought about seeing if, like, on Keisha or something, selling some of it. I don't know if that's a good thing to do or not to do. Oh, wow. On the Dead Sea. How neat. Working in the yard. You're not familiar with that term, huh? I love flower gardening. I love messing with my flowers. Now, since we've been up here and Greg landscaped, he's been kind of watering them because I was getting up too early, late to do it in the sun. But I love my flowers. But I'm glad I introduced you to a new term, Lori. I just think you've learned something today. You do not have to learn anything new. I got advice things. I need advice. Now, my girlfriend, her yard looks like something in England. I mean, it's her passion. And her flower beds. I mean, here we've had this drought and her flowers are just beautiful. Mine, not so much. Of course, a lot died after Marlene died. I had this intervention notebook I brought back. And it has, I need ideas on what to do with these. I know these little pockets would make great ephemera holders. And then I have all of these different colored words. Yes, Emerson can use them. Emerson will use them. And have a lot of fun with them. And I know I can make matching games. I'm thinking journals. You know, what would be a fun kind of journal to make? With maybe some of these words. I don't know. I just want to use the ephemera pockets. And then I have, see, they're just words, and we'd introduced the word, this old series. And they had sentences here where we'd use them in a sentence. And it may be I'll just keep them and use as they are and use them with Emerson so that they're kind of neat and tidy, and not use these wonderful little, they were for football cards. A golden book journal, that's an idea. Yeah. So I have that notebook, and then I have this one, and it's got pictures. It's got all the letters of the alphabet, and like all of these are F, so that each child you'd have 5 kids in the circle, and each of them could spell their own word, or you were teaching them the letter. So that's what all these letters are for. And I don't know, I guess I could coffee dye them so they look old, but she doesn't need her letters. I mean, she knows that kind of stuff. Oh, that's guess my word. And then there's all these little pictures. There's like an owl, and every picture strip is different. I guess I could also use them for Happy Mail. Hi, Happy Maker. How are you? Melody. You must have stepped away, Melody. Carol, I've got this stuff. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. Here's some more pictures. And I mean, Emerson would play with them and stuff. So it's not like I have to do something with them. There's a couple pigs I need to send to Julia. But that's what these are. Just letters and pictures. Oh, Carol, that's a good idea. Yes, the slotted pockets. Thank you. I knew somebody'd come up with a good idea for them. And if any of you want some, let me know. Because as you can tell, there are enough to share. Oh, well, look at this little bird. Is he not cute? Oh, it's a ghost. Isn't he the cat's meow? That's what I'll do, Carol. And I think I've got some of those in Florida. And if I split them up between here and Florida, here's a zipper I could use in my sewing journal. Isn't that cute ghost? I've got some more stuff I brought from upstairs, but I thought I'd give you a break. Is everybody doing well? How's your week gone? Oh, Janice, Barbara will tell you that doesn't stop me. If you will email me, Janet, your address, I'll send you some. I understand about the postage, but that's okay. That's okay. One envelope is not going to break my bank. I even have stamps purchased, so I'm good there. If you want my email, it's kcowell78 gmail.com. I've been thinking about whether or not I should have an email for just YouTube. I don't know. Something to think about. Well, upstairs, and you guys, I have not touched the upstairs and bringing down, going through. There is so much stuff. There's all that music, accordion music, regular music. I've taken some tubs to Florida to go through it. Thank you, Vanessa. Happy Maker, do you have a channel? Janet Burgess, do you have a channel? If so, I love sharing channels on my channel. There's Paint Girly, I know does. If my mods, Marty and Barbara and Vanessa would mind maybe sharing some of those. Okay, Sarita, email me your address. People who know me and have been watching my channel know I share. You're a cheerleader in training. Oh, you got to get those pom-poms and that out. Melody, come on over. It is like Christmas. We're kind of using it for storage as well. I haven't even gone through the cedar chest. There's an old trunk in there with an old quilt in it. There's the topping of a quilt that she cross-stitched. I mean, it's just amazing. Now, down here, we did sort through a lot. We gave a lot to the Historical Society. We gave a lot to the Genealogy Society. There is one corner of the bedroom there that's just my husband's family genealogy. I know we all share, don't we? I think that's why I like to share, because everybody shares with me. Barbara, you need to have a sale. If you don't want the money, use it to purchase for fabrics. And that's what I'm thinking I would do. I'm just really bad at knowing what to charge. I'd have to let people bid on it, because I wouldn't know what. Okay, Sarah, thank you. Because you've already kind of got a following, don't you? You're too fat to be a cheerleader. I don't buy it, Happy Maker. Well, these are some of the books that were up there that I brought down for my sewing journal. See, they had PDFs before we even thought of PDFs. This was volume 1, Make It Yourself, Step-by-Step Library of Needlework and Crafts. 1973 is the copyright. And just little things you can make. Oh, good idea, Barbara. Good idea. Yeah, because I've got so much. And then when I'm in Florida, I could have another one. So that's crocheting. I could learn to crochet and then I could keep up with Aunt Beck maybe. Look at that crocheted beanbag chair. Isn't that something? That'd take a while to make. I think you're right, Teresa. And then this is a make it yourself library and needlework and crafts. There, put that in there. More PDFs. Working with interfacing. A kangaroo. Look at that. That's something. Yeah, and these really don't go out of style. You can make these kind of things anytime if you wanted. 73, 74. This must have been something that, like she got a book a month. Library needlework and crafts. So here's just another one of different stuff. 73, 74, and then it was written in 75. I think these are fun to look at. Hi, Cheryl. Are you rested up? Oh, he hurt his back. I'm sorry, Marty. I know. Isn't that sweater something? Then here's McCall's How to Fit book. Tips for easy pattern adjustment, step-by-step directions. Enjoy the feel of clothes that fit the way you want. She bought this for $1, but it was $1.95, so she probably bought it at a garage sale or something. Well, look how yellowed that paper is, or maybe it came that way. I don't know. I love the texture of this paper, though. It's not like a normal magazine paper. Pam, do you do a lot of that kind of stuff? She may be sewing or stepped away. He's still hurting. I am so sorry, Marty. Cheryl's packing up giveaways. Do you still adjust, like clothes, pattern adjust and stuff like that much? Miss Marty's the head cheerleader. Excuse me. Needlepoint designs from American Indian art. And this is for pillows. Sometimes mostly for your body. Okay. Show that needlework. This one, Teresa. I think you did too, Vanessa. Thank you very much. Is this the one you want me to show more of, Teresa? where it's got the knitting and crocheting. Needlepoint back cover. Oh, that. Six kids would give your middle some extra fluff. You've earned that extra fluff. Is that what you were wanting to see, Teresa? It's the McCall's Needlework and Crafts 1976 issue. I may find it somewhere. If I do, I'll send it to you, Spitfire. Vanessa, you got to put yours up there. And this is all Indian art. And I need to just sit and look at these, but I don't. Here's like graph paper, so then you know how to draw it. This would probably help me draw. That bird. That's an interesting bird. Oh, Pink Lori. Oh, Pink Girly. I hear that. So that's kind of interesting. Here's embroidery, 42 projects with complete how-to. The traditional needlepoint treasury. Oh, aren't those cool? It tells you the stitch to use. I'll be darned. Put gas in the car. Yeah, you kind of need that. Thank you, Sarah, for subbing to all of those. My philosophy is my friends are your friends and your friends are mine. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? That little girl got her baby. A Walk in the Woods wall hanging. I do think I'm going to maybe work on my panel today. Yes, Happy. I think needlepoint also covers counted cross stitch and plastic canvas and all those kind of things, but slow stitching and embroidery are the same thing. Embroidery is a little fancier, but it's pretty much the same. Oh, Pam, we had rain Saturday night. We got a little over an inch, but we could use so much. When the kids and I went for a walk, the ground, the road is just cracked. Big cracks in the yard. I know the farmers were talking their corn and beans. They're done. They're just drying out now. Rain's not going to save them. I do too, Melody. As long as my electricity doesn't go out, I love a good rain or a snowstorm. If everybody I love is inside and safe, I love where I just know that it's just a snowing, but I'm inside warm and cozy. Got 3.5 inches of rain. Oh, what we could do with that. Oh, did you, Pam? Has your garden done well? Ours has been a bumper crop. We're still picking tomatoes. I need to go to town and visit a elderly friend of mine and take her some. We have my lady who's was friends with my mother-in-law, and Greg grew up with her daughter, and her daughter passed away. And I made some chicken and noodle soup. Oh, it's not good at all. Oh, you gave up on your garden. Oh, I wish I could give you some of these tomatoes. We finally mowed the green beans down. We all were so tired of picking them and looking at them, knowing we should pick them. And we had other people offer to let them come pick. My brother-in-law's garden didn't do as well as I did, and I'm sure he came and picked. And anybody we saw, we told them to come pick, and some did, some didn't. Oh, good. Now, Sarah, where are you at? Oh, I would have brought them to you. The tomatoes. I don't mind picking tomatoes. Those are easy. Um, it's the picking green beans and snapping them I get tired. But if I had somebody sitting there and we were visiting, I'd listen to a book, so it wasn't like I had it too hard. Bye, Shirls. Thank you so much for coming. Southern California. Okay. You've had quite the heat wave. We canned green beans, and we've given some of the canned green beans away. Um, I think we picked over 20 gallon of green beans and canned them. And there's only so many you need. We even experimented with them. Yeah, I mean the garden just did extremely well. It was a very, very wet spring, and that's what did it. And we were quite blessed and shared the blessing of produce with neighbors. And then we found one neighbor that lived pretty close who always has a huge garden. Well, her garden didn't do any good. Oh, now Jen's a singing too. Come on, Barbara, you gotta sing with her. Pickled green beans. Now I've never had those. Sarah Munson. Okay. But I can't send produce like I can. I don't want this journal. I want my other journal. Where's it at? Oh, I have a mess, y'all. And I don't usually. I can't. There it is. I need to work on journals. And hi, Lizzie. Oh, that's okay. We're talking about our gardens. Oh, good. Lizzie, I just uploaded the goodies I got from you. Emerson loved that little book. In fact, she had to take it home. I read it online. I thought somebody else's little kid might like a story. Yeah, Pam. Can't imagine what those tomatoes might look like after going through the mail. Oh, Jen, won't that be nice? 52 degrees. Oh, lovely. Welcome back, Gail. All of her errands are run, her groceries put away. Well, if it gets too cold, this chick's heading back to Florida, but not till after Christmas. Oh, Lizzie, I do too, and she loves dogs, little dogs, and her dog. She's not a huge fan of everybody else's, but she does love everybody else's. Lizzie, I just went through some of the stuff I brought from downstairs. Thanks, Pam. I don't know if you saw my video on this old house, but this is some of the stuff I brought down before I did it, of old stuff. And now we're kind of going through some of the books my mother-in-law had. You're in Central Alabama. We go through Alabama when we head home. Oh, we'll have to, Jen. Oh, yeah. Right online. Drink his. Those kids. They're crazy. They're silly. This needlepoint book is. Look at that slow stitch. Or is that counted cross stitch? It's needlepoint, they're calling it. I'd say this is the same 73, 74. Look at those pillows. Yeah, this is counted cross stitch. My mother-in-law did a lot of that. With that pillow, isn't that pretty? We do go down 65. What town? Tyvek envelopes and tomatoes. Yeah, the way my mailman takes care of stuff. Oh, needlepoint is half of a cross. Okay. I've never done it. I've never done it. And I don't need another hobby. Years ago, I promised my husband I wouldn't take up another hobby. And I've kind of kept that because I was tempted. I wanted to go into decorating cakes and jewelry making and something else. And I didn't. I had promised him that I had enough hobbies. And all right, Linda, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming in. Yes, this is one on house plants. That's something I can't keep now that we're spending half our time each place. But once we decide to be here all the time, I'll have more house plants. That's something everybody likes to share too. But I gave all of mine away. But a philodendron that I knew could survive anything, and my mother-in-law had a rubber tree plant, and I kept it alive up here. And then I love bougainvilleas. But in this house, there are even the hooks in the ceiling to hang them from. Oh, that will be Pam. Will your husband help, or will he stay home with the little ones? You did jewelry making and cakes, Teresa. I had to draw a line and say no, no more. Because when I get into something, I jump in with both feet. There's no gradually getting stuff. There's no gradual anything. Victorian ornament covers. Yes, Sarah, that's her last name. I bet those are gorgeous. Huh. Yeah, go get that gas thing done, Vanessa. That's kind of important. You worked for Wally World Bakery. I'll be darned. That's interesting. I just love getting to know. This is 1978 from Des Moines, Iowa. That's just 2 hours north. Isn't that something? Oh, goodness, Pam. You're going to move your daughter with the 3 little ones? Oh, honey. I need to be closer. They could stay with me. Wow. But you know what? Those little kids have legs that don't get near as tired as mine. Tired. Okay, Lizzie, here's some ideas for you because I know you need more ideas. Learning to applique. Oh, look at those little, aren't those cute for a baby quilt? 10, 8, and 5 won't be too bad. I'm glad you don't think so. I'd pull my hair out. Here's little stuffed toys. Displaying your skills. Pretty fun stuff in here. We'll see if I do any of it. Okay, Pam. Thanks, Happy. Janet, I would like to become better at appliquing. And I have an embroidery machine that will do it. I have not sat down and played with it to really become good at it. There's a lot of that kind of stuff I've not done. Oh, well, you're set, Pam. It's just, will you be able to? I guess you'll have the back to holler stuff in. Oh, you do hand stitching applique. Yes, I have done that and I do enjoy it. And that's what I need to do is I have like this fabric I got from Happy Ray. Is this what you mean where you would take like this elephant and applique it on something? Yeah, light slow stitching. I would like to, maybe even applique some of these kind of stuff. My problem will be trying to cut out the fabric and it's thinner fabric. Okay, you're going to have a van. Gail, I need to get back to my slow stitching. I haven't done that for a couple weeks or so. I've been doing a lot of knitting in the evenings. Thread painting. I'll have to look that up. I've not heard of thread painting. I am Cheryl's does diamond painting, and I need to watch her do that. I think it would, Teresa. Okay, you've got a 12 passenger van. Well, Pam, no wonder you can help her move with these. That's wonderful. Oh, use Wonder Under. Okay. I do think I want to, I've got so many things I want to do. You guys, I won't live to do it all. Because I'd like to make another one of these games. I'd like to do my panel. I want to make those dresses. I've got flannel now to make the burp claws and the baby blankets and receiving blankets. I want to do more painting and drawing, which is something I don't do. You know, people who are bored or don't have anything to do or retire without hobbies and don't want them, I don't know how they survive. Oh, Jen Wren, I'm with you. There is so much. Melody, you just do the paper crafts. Well, you know what? That kind of solves it. A little bit of it, but there's a lot of paper crafting. And I've got journals started I want to work in. I've got Happy Mail that I want to put in my Happy Mail journal. While I'm sitting here talking and yakking and griping, I could be doing some of that. I don't want them to fall off. And then I started this postcard swap journal mainly. Oh no, you do not have to have money to have a hobby. Yeah, that arguing kind of keeps you alert, doesn't it? But this is my swap journal I've started of the postcards and ATCs and tags. And I just have been sticking them in here as I get them. I haven't bound it yet because I don't know if I'll need to add more pages. I'm mixing them up. And I'm trying to make them so they flip so I can see the back. That pretty. This one is from Samantha Owens. I just think that's so pretty. I've got to find my washi tape. Don't you like my huge amount of washi tape? It's enough for me. I don't think about washi tape much, except when I'm doing this kind of stuff. My house goes because I don't have. And I was talking to the girlfriends. We were having coffee and I asked them point blank, what do you guys do all day? And they said, oh, we just piddle. Well, no wonder you're looking for a part-time job. There's not enough piddling in my house to do. And I've got 2 houses. I'm not dusting my house every day. And Greg and I are both tidy enough that I don't need to, pick up. I mean, there's always dishes and some stuff like that need done. But I figured out while I'm fixing supper, I can do that. This is from Little Sister Cheryl. Isn't that the prettiest bead dangle? I just think that's so pretty. I hope I made that so you could see it. I do too, Melody. I don't think to buy it. I think of it for flips because I need it, but that's about it. Exactly, Sarah. But they got to want to do it. And if it's not their interest, I mean, my girlfriends all know about my channel and stuff. Probably don't watch it. That's okay if it's not their thing. Now, my one best friend up here, she's very much into decorating her home, which is gorgeous. Very whimsical and stuff. And she's all about a yard. Um, and her grandkids and stuff, but she is teaching. She's doing guidance counseling at a Catholic school nearby for something to do. I told her she needed. Now, she does have an elderly mother she takes care of and stuff, but even still, though I do like that her shopping is a hobby because I benefit. Isn't that selfish of me? Barbara, I have looked up how to make it. It looks so complicated. Maybe it's not. Oh, it does, Melody. A way back seat. You can ask my husband that, especially for somebody who used to be OCD. I think now he wished a little more that OCD would come back. I've got to clean windows though. But he is going to pressure wash the outside of the house this coming weekend. So then I can do it. Now, she meant for this to come off, but I think I will go ahead and take that off and let that baby hang. It's, the house, the dust, all of that. I want it to be healthy. I don't want it to be unhealthy. I hate fruit flies and gnats and bugs. Though when we went to someplace, we have just sprayed for bugs because my niece gave us some pears and they drew the fruit flies. No, I don't have any need for washing the windows. And I'm kind of hoping that him high pressuring the house will get the majority of them because there are cobwebs. And some I can reach just on a step ladder. Cluttered. Mine gets cluttered, especially with the grands here. But that kind of, boy, that's just going to get to be a little chunky monkey, isn't it? I'm glad I started that. Once it gets full, I'll sew them in. I think I got some happy mail. Ooh, sorry about that, friends. Oh, this isn't the one I wanted. Here, this one's the one I wanted. Oh, Pam, I don't know what I'd do without him. I truly. Oh, yeah, those grands. keep me going. I really don't know if I'd have made it had it not been for the will to see them again. My daughter-in-law says, they're my world, and I think she's probably right. Because when she was down there, she played a video of them talking, and they said that just pumped me right up. I don't want that paste. Where's my other paste? Where's the other paste? No, maybe I haven't used glue for a while. Oh, I bet, Gail. And that's how I am when we are in Florida. It just is so hard. I mean, I love FaceTime. That kind of saves my sanity. But I do. I just miss them like crazy. And, it's like them having the football game. I could go. Bye, Barbara. You have a lovely day. Thank you for joining us. Go stick that. I want to stick stuff in a pocket. There we go. Oh, that's an ATC card. I need to put that in the other journal. It was fun, Sarah. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to sit here and visit a while, whoever's here. Sit and visit. Greg's gone. He's gone down to Columbia to get some more, pick up some more seed. Trust the magic. I'll probably use that on the outside. Oh, I love that, Pam. We're in the northeast part of Missouri. That'd be fun. You're cleaning your bedroom. We had such a windy, it's been too dry, so the dust is just flying. And I was wanting to wash the sheets and put them on the line. And I didn't get that done. Oh, you looked it up? How far out of your way would it be? Okay, Jen Wren. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day, those of you that are leaving. I appreciate you taking the time to come and visit. You are so important to me. All of you. Oh, Teresa, I bet it does need a good cleaning. That's me whenever we come back from Missouri or go back to Florida. The house is just, oh, I want that in a different one. A mess. It just, oh, it's something. Good for you. Well, and he'll feel better in there when it has been cleaned. It'll just be fresh and clean and oh, really? That chemo does things to you. I'm not as familiar about the therapy you mentioned. That's not going to work, but I want it to. I really like this paper. And I wanted to do something fun with it. Well, you're all definitely in my prayers. Oh, really, Gail? Yeah, that's hard. And it's so hard seeing a loved one go through it and you can't fix it. I know that's what was hardest on my husband. He couldn't fix it. You know, there I was in that coma and nothing he could do but wait. Okay, Pam. That'd be fun. And I can meet you somewhere and we could just even eat. That would be fun too. Oh, I don't know where one is close to me either, Gail. Pam, I think that would be really fun for us to meet somewhere and eat. Yeah, who doesn't like eating lunch out? I just like eating out. I haven't even sent Joni and Malia their first person here yet. And here I am on another video. I've just not been at this table much, except with Emerson. I think while everybody in the family is gone for the day, that's what I need to do. Greg's gone to Columbia. Andy had to work at the office. He had to go to Kirksville or go do a visit. Kids are in school. I got the house to myself. I need to shape up and get some stuff done. Can't find my desk. Oh. Well, I think I'm going to shut down and get some things done. I'm going to, oh, I bet they would, Pam. But their weekends are so full, I don't know if I'd get them, and I can't take them out of school. The teacher in me won't. But I'm going to let you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for spending your day with me. I hope you enjoyed going through all this old stuff and the matching game directions and seeing these books. If there's something here that you dearly want, let me know. And I'll try and send you some. I want to thank Happy Ray and Diane Ditzenberger for their little sale goodies. I just love this fabric, Happy Ray. And have a lovely day, a lovely week. If I get a chance, I'm going to do some more posting. I can't do too much more streaming until the 22nd. I can do next week's, and I think maybe a little more. So they'll have to be regular videos. I don't get near the views on those as I do my streams, but that's okay. That's okay. But if there's anything you ever need, let me know. Thank you all for coming in, and remember, you have a purpose. Bye for now.